Ready. Fight.
Yo, what's up? ImageM here. So, welcome back for another video on Sky on Fire, and we will be I will be making a tutorial for the BF109 VE3 variant, and we'll be fighting the MK1E Spitfire. I'm not sure what the E means, if it's experimental, but it's at least a bit weaker, or the engine power is not as strong as this MK1 here, and the turning rate is a bit less, just a bit. Still enough to outturn the BF109, but compared to this again MK1, it's still more powerful and better turning. So yeah, I won't be hiding my interface here, so you would have more data and understanding on my speed and other stuff. So again, this Spitfire can still outturn the BF109. So right now I won't be using anything crazy, and let's see how the battle would turn out. So if you're using the BF109 the first time, like if you started on the Spitfire, most likely you will encounter a strong buffeting and probably even a stall if you're not on a like guided controls, because you can turn off the elevator experience on this game, and what it would do is that it would allow you to make a tighter pull on your stick, and of course the higher or the tighter you turn, your angle of attack increases, and eventually you will stall. So my elevator experience is full, so if I, for example here, I will suddenly pull my stick, and you can see me stalling right now. But if you have it turned off, no matter how hard you pull, you won't shoot. Yeah. So that's how dangerous the Spitfire is. So yeah, anyway, no matter how hard you pull, if you don't have it if you have it off, you don't need to worry. But if you have it on, well, most likely you need to be more cautious with your maneuvers. So let's try that again, but now I will be using more techniques. So here I used a flaps, and you can see how tight now we could turn in a one circle. And for this two circle, okay, we are able to point our nose and probably, oh shoot, I could have hit him if and now I'm using my rudder to turn. So here's how you should play the BF109. You need to really make use of almost every controls you have, and you can see me now buffeting so hard. I need to reduce my turn, because again the angle of attack it's reaching the angle of attack, the critical angle, and if I continued pulling, my speed is getting slower. Most likely I would end up stalling again. So you might be probably still using the rudders and other stuff on other planes, but in BF109 you really need to make use of these controls. Okay, shoot, that was my bad. So yeah, maybe let's try now the Spitfire, to fight the Spitfire. Let's increase the altitude. 5. Okay, let's go. So I need to recalibrate one last time. So yeah, in this Spitfire, as I mentioned earlier, this one has better turning rate and more engine power. So the fight that we had earlier is really more on the practice side. So yeah, what I want to say is that Spitfire is better at maintaining their airspeed in a turn, so that's why in a two-circle fight, they are usually able to outturn you. So yeah, we need to be careful with our speed. So just like in this one, the natural instinct is you would want to pull a lead. And again, a lead is when you try to aim ahead from the vector or the direction that your enemy is going, because of course the bullet is not or your opponent is moving, of course, so you need to put an intense aim. So right now you can see the Spitfire is still turning or moving fast, but now we are essentially just losing our speed. So I'm reducing my flaps, and if we reduce our flaps, we are losing now the turning rate and the turning boost that we have, and now the Spitfire is now starting to outturn us. So essentially, of course, when you see your enemy plane start to point towards you, you can see that on my other video, the winning and losing cues, on my video on progression on Dogfight. So essentially, you would want to start to bail out, or not bail out, but run away from the circle, because eventually your enemy will start ending up on your 6. And if you stayed on that one circle, most likely you won't have much room to make corrections. So right now we ran away and tried to resettle the fight. But again, the Spitfire has more power. He's probably running 230 miles per hour right now. Okay. Now let me just try to do some tricks. I was trying to do the like spinning cobra thing. Where is he? Is that him? No. So, oh, there he is. He's gone again. Well, while we are waiting for him, let me just add a bit more lesson. Oh shoot. That's the ground, that's the ground, that's the ground. Shoot, almost. Doing for the climb. I pulled too hard. I can't make this. Can I? No, I can't. So, yeah, about the flaps, by the way, just a tips from it. Flaps is not a button to win the dogfight. It's really something most fighter pilots or gamers always say this. Your speed is your money, and you want to trade your speed with something worth it, you know. So flaps does increase your angle of attacks, and this allows you to turn faster. and it's an airspeed, so air brake, it acts like an air brake, so this allows you to turn tighter, but again, it adds drag, so this means that if you use it too much, you will start to slow down, and being slow is something that you wouldn't want to be in a position, and you would most likely need speed, though it adds more turning rate. You would still want speed to like position your next aim, because if you don't have much speed when you aim, when you try to put a lead, you would again most likely stall or be unable to put the lead. So right now, let's try to turn off the full elevator. That's the one here, and see how effective the BF109 can be. Replay. And right now, maybe next time I'll try to record my phone, like my hands also, so you can see how hard I'm pulling. So now, where is it? There we go. I don't need to worry if I pull too hard, because where is he? And now you can see my maneuvers are more aggressive. Like if I was not in a, if my full elevator experience is turned on, I won't be pulling this maneuvers because fell down. Yeah, I won't be pulling this kinds of maneuvers because again, a single inch that you pull your plane, or the more, how do I say this? Essentially, if you just pull your plane a bit farther, you turned a bit farther, it would start to stall, unlike the Spitfires. It would buff it really hard first before you even stall your plane. But in BF, a single mistake could be fatal. So let's try this again. You can really see the plane. Over various. Oh, there's one last thing that I forgot to mention when you're turning to add a boost. Oh shoot. Did I lose my... No, I didn't. Did he survive? Probably not. Whew. Man, it's really hard to make a live tutorial because, yeah, essentially if you're doing a, like scripted videos, like a dogfight, or other, like my other tutorials where you just need to record a certain script, like this one, you need to explain the circle fight, you just need to record this, and if anything goes wrong, you just repeat it again. But here, of course, we need to record everything. I mean, you would learn from experience, right? So if you could see my mistakes, there you go. Yeah, you would learn from my mistakes, and of course apply it on your next game. So yeah, my additional tip, if you want to tighten your turn, when you're turning already like this, shoot. See, I pulled the rudder so hard, but if I was not in a full elevator experience, or if I was on full elevator experience, my plane would have stalled already from there. Look how slow a Spitfire can fly, even without a Ooh, nice! That was so clean. But yeah, going back to the Spitfire, look how slow he could fly even without a flaps. And now he's slower than he should be because we hit his wait, he's not smoking. Flaps, oh shit. That's actually too much flaps. Just 50. So for the flaps, what I would want to suggest is that 30 is for if you want to keep your flaps on. 30% is the best, but for maximum boost, you could be already stall or landed on the water. So yeah, 30% if you want to maintain the flaps, especially if you're chasing the tail of the Spitfire or other planes. 30% is already enough for you to add some leads, but 15% will also do the job, and 15% will 15% will still give you or allow you to have enough airspeed. Here we're running 225, 26, even gaining some, and our rate of climb, now we're descending. Yeah, even if our rate of climb is increasing, we are still able to maintain that 235 or 33. And if we make it to 30, it decreases to around 224 or 220 miles per hour. So yeah, again, you would want to maintain your airspeed, and again, this percentage will allow you to pull a lead from the bandits, and 50% is really for if you want to boost your turn, like this one. Okay, so those are my suggestions when using your flaps. So lastly, this is not really, it just came to my mind, replay mission. So the reason why I'm using the full elevator experience, you might be telling myself that, I mean, it doesn't make you a better pilot to turn it on. Actually, it does, because, for example, if I try to pull, I will pull my phone too hard, and see how gradually it starts to climb. And if we actually turn on the full elevator experience, oh shoot, that's my bad. BF109. And now I will pull my rudder, or I mean my stick again, for my phone actually. And see how tight he can now turn. So if I want to do this maneuver, the one that I told you earlier, the kind of like the spinning cobra, I won't be able to do it with a turned off elevator experience. Usually it works best on it's actually usually it works best on 200 miles per hour, so not in this kind of situation. But yeah, that's the reason why I always turned it on, because it actually allows you to pull the plane tighter. And yeah, it's really hard to do it. I won't be doing it anymore. So oh, I'm not sure if I mentioned this already. If you're already turning like this, oh yeah, the Spitfire jumped this earlier. If you're already turning like this and you want to add some boost to your turn, it's not really a boost, but kind of like changing your vector. You want to pull this rudder inside the circle. So if you're wondering how it boosts your turn, it's hard to explain in the words, but I'll just add it on the screen. So essentially, instead of just going like this, you would also start to turn like this inside the circle, and it's kind of like a shortcut to the circle. And this will allow you to make a lead turn. Yeah, but this maneuver is not advisable on low altitude. If you want, you could just add a bit in a low altitude. Yeah. Ooh. There you go. So I guess my tutorial is done here. I'm not really happy with everything that I've said. Maybe I'll just make another video where I have a more composed thoughts, you know, not while playing like this, so that my words are more articulated. But yeah, I hope you learned something. And again, most probably I'll make another video on BF109, and maybe if I have trained myself better. You know, as I've said earlier, I'm just only 100 hours of flight time with a VF, so it's not really the best experience, or I don't really have that much experience to really validate everything I've said today, but it's still a great insight. So yeah, let's take this down. So yeah, I'll be ending the video here. So if you had fun, please subscribe so you can be updated with the future videos, because I'm not that popular. Most likely you won't see me again on your suggested videos. But anyway, hope you had fun. You can comment down below your thoughts and even more tips. And of course, as always, have fun, and see you in the next one.